Hi folks, and welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. We're in Ireland and we're at Birr Aerodrome, which is some fantastic scenery by Jeppesen 2001. And we're looking at my 5 favourite GA aircraft. There doesn't seem to be anything in the hangar at the moment, but I'm sure if we wait patiently we should see them. And first on the list is a trainer from Black Box. It's the Scottish Aviation Bulldog. A great little plane. Black Box make fantastic flight models, and this is a good alternative to the standard Cessna 152. It's got a bit more power, it's got a bit of aerobatic capability, and it's just fun to fly. Next up, we've got the Skymaster from Coronado. This is a twin, and it's like a next step from a trainer. It's got a bit more range, it's got a few more systems and navigation. It flies really well, and as a twin, it's an inline twin, so you haven't got the problems with adverse yaw, with engine failure, or even takeoff torque. And next out of the hangar, it's the Turbo Arrow from Just Flight, the Piper. This was top of the list for a long time. It is a very well engineered model and really nicely produced. A very capable aircraft. It's just the fidelity of this craft that puts it on the list. And like other Just Flight products, it's really excellent. Next up, can we tell what it is yet? It's a turboprop. It's the Kodiak. And if the pilot stops playing with the reverse thrust, we may get a closer look. I think it's coming out now. This is a really terrific plane from Simworks Studios. It's a very different aircraft, being a turboprop, and capable of carrying cargo and passengers. Lots of variants and liveries, anything from cargo to luxury travel. So next on the list, it's the twin Cessna, the new 310R. Fabulous old school twin from Milviz. This really is top of the list. It has more capability than any other GA in the sim at the moment. With its wear and tear tracking and repair functionality, it really becomes your own personal aircraft. So we've got all the aircraft lined up at the end of the field, and we're going to take a look at startup sounds, takeoffs and landings. So let's listen to all the aircraft startups. Here's the Bulldog. And next up it's the Skymaster. Not forgetting the second engine there. Next up, it's the Turbo Arrow. You can certainly tell it's a turbo when you open the throttle. Next up, it's the Kodiak. Great spin up there. And finally the 310. We're going to move on now to look at takeoffs. You might have noticed the flight school behind the planes there. I've got a feeling I should have booked in some extra lessons before this, but let's give it a go. And we start off in the Bulldog. Bit anxious to get off the ground there, but we finally make it. Here we are in the Skymaster. Gently applying the throttle to max. same thing again. I'm trying to go off the ground too soon, but we managed it. Here we are in the turbo arrow. That's more like it. What a great plane. Here we are in the Kodiak. I think I should have done a bit of practice in this one. It's very capable of short field operations, takeoff and landing. And I think I'm well past rotation speed when I realised and flew it into the air. And here we are in the 310. Fabulous sounds. Sounds great from outside as well. I didn't scrape the tail there. I'm sure I didn't. So we'll move on to landings now, and we'll start off in the Bulldog. This has got a very low stall speed. I'm coming in a little bit fast. I've got full flap on, and I'm just floating, trying to slow down. I guess you could drive it in a bit harder, but happy to float down. And there we are, not too bad. Little hop, little bounce, but we're okay. And we're in the Skymaster now. There's some planes knocking around in this scene, part of the group flight. And we're making a straight down positive landing, albeit with a bit of a skip. You see some planes at the end of the runway there, but we're okay. We're in the Arrow, and we're coming in nice and steady, and we're down. Fantastic. Now the Kodiak. I should have done more practice in the Kodiak, I think. And well off the centre line, which is never good. I seem to jump over the boundary markers anyway. And finally in the 310, dropping the gear, get a bit of drag. This is surprisingly difficult to land. You need to keep your speed up because of the stall speed is quite high, and you actually have to drive it in, which I did, but I just didn't quite get lined up properly. But it's great fun trying, and a great aircraft to fly. And if we stand on the brakes, we might just stop in time. So it's time to say goodbye to the GA aircraft as they make a group takeoff together. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed my personal list of favourite GAs. Time for me to say goodbye as well. Stay safe, look after yourselves. Catch you later. Bye.